but as you see, there's quite a lot of slushy water here. Once again, there's a saying in Finnish, talvi yllätti autoilijat. That means as much as winter surprised the automobilists. In this case, the winter has surprised the boaters, and we forgot to pick up the boat from the water before this crazy snowfall of the other day. All of a sudden, I mean, now it's +2. Look at this. It's +2. It's the rain is drizzling. By the way, really nice that you are all coming for 2 weeks. Hey, now we're here again. For 2 weeks, my phone still doesn't work with Haps, so I still can't use my phone. I'm now streaming with Stefan's phone, and now we are in a place where there's actually a good network as well. So now we will be back to our schedule. But as you see, this is what happened. So 2 nights ago, oh look, do you see anybody there in the white? It's the Kolja the magic dog, camouflaging there. So 2 nights ago it started snowing, and then there was this crazy amount of snow coming in one go. So we actually got 45 centimeters of snow. Thank you, Tommy. I'm so sorry to have been gone for 2 weeks. Well, they've already. It's my dad and Stefan trying to empty the boat. They've already been fighting with each other the whole time. They're going to be fighting some more because this is a terrible task. And Dad doesn't hear Stefan because Dad has got a really bad hearing, and Stefan doesn't. Hey, Emily, do yes, there's no. So they're both getting impatient at each other. There is snow in Lapland, and yeah, so 45 centimeters. That's 1.5 feet of snow we got in like a day and a half. Good morning to Dallas. To a bit different kind of weather conditions than here. This is I really am afraid that this will not end well. Now they're sort of discussing who will now next throw out some water slush. I will not show when they fall out of the boat. So let's look at other things for a second when they're swapping positions, because wait. Because otherwise it's going to be too tragic. Hey John, good afternoon. Nice to see you guys since 2 weeks. This is my unlucky broadcasts from 2 weeks. Look, this snow that we have here now, because it's +2, this is super wet. This is snowball weather if I ever saw any, you know? This snow is so wet. We have not pushed our yard yet, and we are in deep trouble. Hey, Rick! Hey, to Vancouver. Yes, there is plenty. Look, this is like, it's really the kind of. I'm not going to. Did I actually? I almost hit the tree. I just threw that direction, but almost hit it. I will, but it's useless to tell him anything. You know, he's of that generation that he doesn't believe anything you say, even if he would hear what I say. He wouldn't believe it. Yeah, look, they are. Afterwards, Stefan is going to be whining to me about like, oh, impossible to do anything with your dad. Oh, look, Misha comes with the saving buckets. this was a good idea. So this is the kind of stuff that you have to do in Lapland uh, in the autumn. Of course, when you are smart, well, all of these guys are smart. It's just that there's so many things to do that then you always forget something. And this time, what was forgotten? We did this last time as well. I think last year, there's also a broadcast where we tried to get the boat out of the water. And so first you have to empty it because there was so much snow falling in there, and then you have to drag it out. Oh man, oh, I can't even bear to watch. It's like three know-it-alls, and all of them sort of, yeah, exactly. Oh, I mean, there's the amusement value for it for sure, but they will be very grumpy afterwards. So, but yeah, so after this, because this isn't enough for us today. Once this job is done, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Once this job is done, then we have to go and push the yard, and the snow is so heavy. Hey, good morning, Rob. Look, the snow is so heavy that it's practically water, and that means that because a foot and a half, 45 centimeters that we got, that means like each scoop that you get off the yard. I don't know if you remember the kind of scoops that we use to clean it. Yes, in heavy in levy. Aren't you poetic today, John? um, so every scoop, each scoop that you get out of the of the yard of the snow is about 35, 40 kilos. We already started pushing. It's a matter of technique as well. So I'm less strong than Stefan, but I've got a better technique, of course, because I've been doing it for all my life. So uh, we were pushing a bit of it already, but the thing is that if it now freezes, which it is going to do, so it's going to be like tomorrow. Well, tomorrow it might still be +1, but the thing is that if it freezes in the night, then all of those, those lumps that because we had to dry the car, we hadn't cleaned it before we drove across the yard. All of those things will just freeze, tight, and then there's no way that we can get it off with a snow scoop. So we would have to get a machine to clean it. And today is basically the last possibility for us to do that. And it started snowing on Friday. Well, there was a slight hint of snow already on Thursday, but that didn't yet. That disappeared still before the before the next morning. But then on Friday it really started properly snowing. 10 Celsius. Well, you know, today it wouldn't feel so cold today because it's +2 actually Celsius. But it wouldn't feel so cold if it was drier. But it's so wet at the moment, because of the snow. Yeah. Rob is feeling cold as well. Sorry. Look, they have to be really careful with that. They're going to fall out. I don't know how much I dare to film them because that's really you know, the Three Musketeers. But then again, they've done a good job already. You see that. Oh, that's my sister's dog actually. It's called Kolja. Love 9 and okay, yeah. Well, it's not terribly warm there either. Kolja is such a pretty dog. Look. sniffing the wind. There's probably some reindeer somewhere that can smell. Yeah, he's so cute, and he's such a he loves humans. But well, dog is doing fine. The dog is almost camouflaged, don't you think? Illinois, okay. We only have only the evergreens are green here anymore. Most trees have completely, like as you see here, all the birch trees are completely empty already. We had the most gorgeous autumn colors. You know, if you check that one picture of mine from the or ours from the Instagram, you see the kind of colors we had. So beautiful. But well, now it's all gone. It's funny, you know, the fall foliage time. That's like the final crescendo before the death of the winter sets in. You know? Of course, when there's really properly snow, then it's going to be really beautiful again. And when January comes, then you get the sky gets completely pink, and it's just absolutely so beautiful. But this is a time when everything looks sort of dreary and it's wet, and then there's sort of sometimes there's snow and other times the snow is kind of melting. Well, yeah, it is, and it's always this is the only one of the seasons that I that is not my favorite. You know, all the other seasons when they come, I'm like this is so beautiful. But then this season somehow, I mean, it has its own strange beauty as well. But the they're fighting again. Yeah, there is its own strange beauty here, but it is to me my eyes it's less than the other seasons. You know. Well, I'm here only to mock them. Easy for me to do because I'm just filming here, and they're doing all the work. But then again, if it makes you feel any better, at least at home I was already, I was already doing heavy lifting. So my sister is inside with mom, and Oiva, her son is he's fluey, so they're inside. And I'm just, you only need one lady supervising here. They're afraid that there's some gas that would have been leaking there. Hey, to Switzerland. Probably not. So at least it doesn't smell like that at all. Look, Kolja clearly. This is like the can you spot the dog kind of a thing. It's really funny when you look at, all those black dots there. Misha is there as well. So Misha is there at the closest to the motor there, burying the foundation of your. Wait a second. I have to scroll back. I have to take my glove off. Wait. Uh, wait. What was your question? Are you burying the foundation of your house again? Uh, oh, you mean like that? To put this. Right. Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah. Well, they're not rubber boots, of course. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that, but this snow is now still too wet. So the insulation comes from the air in the snow, and when the snow is this humid, it packs together, and then it doesn't work as an um, insulating material, isolating material. It only packs there and freezes. So we will do that, but it takes a moment. So yeah, wait, putting my gloves back on. So you Tommy, you were asking about who it is there. So Stefan, Misha, and Dad. As you've seen, Misha, my sister's husband before. Mind you, by the way, if you want to see something else about him, then you go to, I think it was finishpainters.fi or .com. There's a new website that was opened last week with the most important current Finnish painters, and my sister and Misha are on that list. So, as you see, this is here in Lapland. This is the kind of stuff that you do, and it doesn't matter what you do in your real life. Like in Misha's case, being one of the most up and coming Finnish artists, together with my sister. I was so proud of them. Man, that was so cool. I haven't really shared it yet, the website or anything, but it's just from a couple of days ago. So I don't 100% remember what the website was called. It's like the Finnish Union of painters. Well, they're not cheap now either, but they will be worth millions. Well, thank you for the award. Oh dear, I'm really afraid how this is going to end. Oh, somebody falls into water, I will have to like stop the stream and go and help. But I mean, there's very little snow here right now. Last day to run the. Okay, yeah. What was? Did you already say what the temperature was there? Three Stooges. That was the word that I was actually looking for. I remember that there was three somethings, and that's exactly the one that I was thinking about. In Europe, somebody would maybe remember Burman and Burman, like the two neighbors with the. Huh? It's a Czech, yeah, a Czech puppet, like a clay puppet thingy, I think. Although they were usually Ayato. Yeah. Pat and Matt was it? Matt and Pat and Matt, something like that. This is not going to end well. Meanwhile, elsewhere, as you see, the spruce trees are of course completely green, and they will still stay green for the whole winter through. And they don't drop their needles, but everything else is already gone. Those are different. So these were birch trees here. Over there, there's Haapa and Raita. Raita is a kind of a sort of a willow, but then that grows really tall. And 27 yesterday and this morning 10. Wow, that really is a difference. That really is a difference. Look. I'm so worried. Huh? Apparently Dad wants to put it on the shore further there because they think that it's oh man, I won't breathe until they actually have the boat out of the water. This is like jännitys, like I don't know what the word is. Like a too exciting almost. I'm not going to tell him until they actually have it out of the water. Don't want to break their concentration. But this is every year the same thing. Happened last year as well, and like every year we think like next year we're going to get it out of the water earlier. And still this happens. Once Dad gets out of the boat, I'm happy. Look. Hurraa! Kaikki pääsi veneestä. Kaikki pääsi molskahtamatta. They're all out without having fallen. I'll get them a bucket. Yeah, that's what I'm already on it. Life in Lapland. Ei liiku. There's two. Oh, I said too early about nobody falling in the water. There's still a chance. Shouldn't have done that. I think that for the rest of the day we're going to sit in with a cup of hot chocolate. Oh no, except that we have to clean the yard. We're gonna make the children do it, but they can't because it's just simply too heavy. Like each scoop weighs almost as much as the kids. Ai, ai. Oh, Dad says that the day after tomorrow it's going to be -5 Celsius. And then it would have been completely, now it's already too late, but then it would have been completely too late. Yeah, but you know, there's a whole year in between. We can forget all kinds of stuff. Oh, we've been so busy the whole this past week that it just sheerly was forgotten. We have the Fiskars shovels, yeah. They did, Tommy, but I mean it's always so, of course, because I should be there with my weight as well. But then, look. Sillä lailla. Hyvä! Way clapping! Hooray! Thank you. I will once they have. We'll make a painting out of this. Yeah.
Maybe push it up from here.
They're still wondering what the best position for it is. Yeah, you could. You know, the thing is that doesn't matter when you end up in so like different conditions, then you just live with it. And it always seems. Should I do something? Should I do something?
Vielä vähän, niin sitten vetää tuolla liinalla. Joo, okei. Mihin suuntaan? Vielä tuonne vähän. Vielä kerran. No niin. Köli tuolla alhaalla. Mitä? Köli on tuolla alhaalla. Mitä on köli? Lavasta.
The thing that's under the boat, the. It doesn't move because it's stuck to the. Niin Stefan meinasi, että jos nostaisi tuolta perästä ja siirtäisi.
Joo,
This is a cool. Misha, there will be great shots for you to paint from though. You can make like a modern classic of men with the boat. Lappish Gothic, yeah, oh yeah. You mean the one with the two, with the farmer couple? Yeah, American Gothic. Lappish Gothic, yes. I think so too. That was. Well, Stefan was planning to get a snow scooter here and to try to do it with the snow scooter. But eikö tää airot sivuun?
Otapa vähän, niin katson tätä tätä.
The great thing about this broadcast, huh? The great thing about this broadcast is that there was a task, a difficult task, and it will be done during the.
Jos minä panen tuosta kiinni tuohon.
Will be done during the broadcast, so you see the hard work and the hard work paying off. These kind of we call it liina, this thing that Dad has in his hands. You know, the kind of. Dad is, by the way, going to turn 80 in December. So as you see, yes, hard, John. This kind of liinat we always had at home for all kinds of jobs because Dad has been working with all kinds of tractors and different kinds of things. Vastakappale. Tuolla, onko tuolla? Ei. No, that one. No, before Christmas.
Joo, niin tietysti jos mä tämän jossain kiinni ja sitten sitten voi vetää tämän kanssa sen ylös. Niin.
We'll see. The next pattern that moment.
Ei, Kolja!
Kolja wanted to run after some animals, I guess. Saw a reindeer or something.
No, going to the
Neighbors. he does. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that he has grown up doing. Like when I was a kid, you know, this is the type of work that he has always done.
Ja sitten tämä paukku siellä on. Joo, niin siihen se on. Mitä sitten
Kolja. Kolja. Kolja wants to be where the people are. Yes, I'm the boss lady. My apologies. It's in my nature. I mean, I have two teenagers, so I know how to have an authoritative voice. But I don't think I'm talking to these guys like that, am I? I have to put it the right way around. That's the thing with which, like, you can you can close all the, like, if you have something to put on a open, like in the back of a van or something, you know, this is the kind of stuff you use to tighten it, to make sure that the load doesn't move. In the lorry or something. So we always had like different lengths of that stuff at home. This is pretty long, you see, all the way to the boat. And to see if it works like that, or if they tie down straps. Yeah. Oh, nice that you here. Yeah, sorry about the last 2 weeks. It has been unlucky 2 weeks for the broadcast, but now it's working. No, they can't.
idea, but it doesn't work.
Okay, very good. Good idea, but it doesn't work. It was really nice. I mean, we had wonderful cake, and I almost stepped on Kolja. Look, I should almost go and push from the. I should go and push because, yeah, exactly. Haven't you? I'm so much heavier that I can put. If I put my weight into it, it works rather well. Let's take from here and pull as well. My earphone. Okay. Sorry, I'm shaking the phone because I'm fiddling with my. Okay. Now they decided that this is the right place to have it. Well done.
At least on the drive. Now we have to get the engine.
Hyvää työtä. Että hyvää työtä.
Have to get the engine away and
Yeah. Now they completely. Niin täältä sanotaan, että hyvää työtä pojat. Dad is thanking you. Now they're going to turn it around, says Dad, and tie it up to a tree. Yeah, I think they are. I think they are, and they all need to change their shoes because the shoes are probably completely wet. There goes the shovel and the buckets. You have to take off the. No, it is. It is. You mean turning the boat around and tying? Well, no.
You have to still put it upside down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's then rather easy compared to what was now just done. That's the. You see the float that they have there.
Yeah, we have to go connect it, but just in case.
Yeah. Ho 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 ho. Ah, job well done, don't you think?
Yes.
And they're not even fighting anymore.
Nobody has to fight.
Well, there was slight disagreement in the beginning. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing was that when he was
Joo, se
shuffling,
lähti
he was
viemään.
shuffling very wildly. It didn't look that he was tipping the boat so much that there was new water coming into the boat
Oh,
at the same time.
bonding.
That's
Yeah. Father, son-in-law. Ja. Isä, jäätyykö sulla kädet täällä, kysyy joku.
Jäätykö ikinä?
Niin.
Ei.
No, they're not, says dad.
He's
You know,
lying.
well, he's probably slightly lying, but also partly, you know, that's how it was all my life. Like, dad has these gigantic, big hands, and they are used to like every temperature because
He's
he's
got
been.
good blood circulation.
Huh?
He's got good blood
Yeah,
circulation.
he does.
Except for his feet.
Good. Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's been having like rhythm, like problems with his heart rhythm, so heartbeat. So obviously he's getting older. But
Really?
but but as you see, he's still busy with doing stuff. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Condition for his age.
Yeah, and the great thing is that you know, of course, he's on our broadcast, so we have these broadcasts for from several years. So, well, you can't stop him. That's the thing. Like this is what he actually enjoys. I mean, of course, it makes him tired as well, but it is also something that you know
Niin.
is a part of his.
Venä. No, se kerkesi tuo lähteä.
Oh, thank you, Claire. Wonderful that you like them. It is. I mean, it doesn't happen every year like that, but this year again the autumn colors were so beautiful, and that's when you get that kind of. That's when you get that rainbow of rowan leaves. It's awesome when that happens. You really get every possible color. Yeah, me too. Oh, thank you, Heaven and you. Excellent. That's good for you. I'm happy that you're doing it. That is why I'm doing or we are doing what we are doing. You know, to get people to like trees. Look, now they're still going to tip it over.
Sano sinne, että tulevat kaveriksi, kun käyn.
Yeah, you have to come and help, says Dad. You're just watching. Meanwhile, you should be coming and helping them. Honest to God. Hey, Jane! Nice to see you. Wait.
Siellä. Jäähyttää tuo. Köyhitellä. On tää mennyt pehmeä lumi.
Antako. There we go. I did my final help as well. Dad is, yes, absolutely. He is. And certainly for an 80-year-old. So, look. Now the boat is tied to the tree. there it is. There it is, and that's where it's going to stay for the whole winter. The other year, I don't remember if it was last time, but if it had happened already. It had gotten loose. 2 years ago, this boat had gotten loose, and in the spring, or when we had forgotten to re-secure it in the spring. Yeah, exactly. Well, in May actually. Good time to wash the bottom of the boat. They say. Go ahead and read what they say. I shouldn't say that kind of stuff. I get work for myself. Yeah. So sheerly out of forgetting the whole thing once again. Look, this is the fish trap, says Dad. Look, you see that? This is the fish trap. Now full of leaves. No fish, says Dad. Joo, se on vähän kuivan puoleinen ollut tuo kalastusalue. No, but so yeah, 2 years ago what happened was the boat got loose in the spring. The flood was high and the boat disappeared. So there was just so much water that it started floating by itself down the river into the lake there. And we were like, oh no, where are we going to find it? Huh? Yeah. And they thought that because it had gotten stuck first there between, and they thought that they can just go and pick it up.
So I went there with Juha in the boat.
By the time that they got there to the other side, the boat was gone, wasn't it? Yeah. That's how it was. Yeah. So they were like, shoot, did it now disappear completely? Then what had happened is that our downstairs neighbor, not there are houses like below between us and the lake, and a neighbor of us. Oh, flying fish, says Dad. He's going to catch the flying fish. Yeah, the neighbor had seen a boat float, and he had actually swam to the boat. It must have been like +5 degrees outside, and the water must have been maybe +1 or something. The guy just went and wonderful! He just went and swam to the boat and rescued it. He didn't know that it was ours. Stefan put a message on the. Raisa put a message on the local Facebook group, like, hey, we have lost a boat. And the neighbor was like, could that possibly be the one that I just fished out of the water? So we did reward him handsomely. It was so nice that he actually picked it up. Really. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean that we are good people? I thought that the neighbors, they were good people. Voin minä ottaa? No. I'm happy that you like it. I'm checking back what you are talking about. So there was this is in close to Levi. Yeah, greetings from my dad. Dad says greetings to everybody. I'll just walk behind them. But so close to mitä? Ihmisille terveisiä, ihmisiltä kiitoksia täältä. No, the engine is not broken. The engine is completely good.
What?
That the engine is good. It's not broken. It's a good old.
I bought this 2 summers ago, and I bought this because it's the kind that doesn't
Stefan
break.
bought that because it doesn't break. It's the old kind. A Finnish person is always a few days late, says Dad. That's why we were a few days late. Yeah. A Lappish person is a few days late. Lappilainen on aina pari päivää.
Because here in Lapland, if you go to the second-hand groups on Facebook or wherever,
there's certain brands of this kind of engines and snowmobiles that you buy for a certain price, and then you can after several years still sell them for the same price.
Yeah,
That's because there's
they keep their
certain
value
models and
because
brands that people just know that that
they're not going to
you can't
break.
do much wrong with it.
Yeah, because of these conditions, as you see, are a little bit problematic sometimes. It's always good to have good gear. Yeah, I'll still specify to the virtual dictator that. So this is in Levi, or actually it's in the village of Sirkka, which is the village to which the skiing center Levi belongs to. And behind there, you can see the slopes. The slopes are already open, so you can already ski. And in a month, the World Cup slalom. I think the first competitions will be done here. So I will probably broadcast from there, although I need to be working there with Stefan. But I'm sure I find time to broadcast. Behind there, you see the fells, and so now I'll read the rest. Yeah, Johnsons are definitely good motors, and this is like an old good one. Although you remember the other time, I don't know if anybody saw that when we went boating and broadcasting at the same time, and then the engine didn't work, or it was with very low power, and somebody on the broadcast actually said what they thought that the problem was. What was the problem with the engine again?
They forgot to put it in gear.
It wasn't in gear.
There's a switch for neutral and go, and they had forgot to put it from neutral to.
Us.
It's like an auto. No, not me, not us, because I didn't use it.
Yeah.
Your dad and Misha, and they tried to use it, but they had forgotten
Oh,
to put it in gear.
but that's
There's
why.
a switch that is, like if you have on an automatic car, you have the N and the D,
Yeah.
and that's basically this has as well the N and the D. It doesn't have the R or anything. N and D.
Oh, Claire.
Realize that. What?
No. I was going to just reply to something. No, absolutely no offense taken. Here, because here in Finland it's not political like that, Yes, people here in the village, almost everybody has taken the vaccine. Our children as well, they're 13 and 16. We live of tourism here in this area, and for us it's super important, not only because of our own health, but then also because of being able to do what we do. So for tourism, if this place is a COVID nest, then nobody's going to come here. Simple as that. So that's one of the reasons why it's very important here. And then of course for the personal health. So that's over here we don't have that kind of lines between people as for like what you vote and what kind of health decisions you make. So for us it's very easy in that sense. But my fingers are freezing. Dad's fingers were not freezing, but I've only had like my gloves off for a few moments and they were freezing. Booster. Oh yeah, in 1 week. Wow. You didn't get a shock to your system from that. That's really good to keep yourself protected. Yeah. No, it's it's practical. Yeah. I'll check. You mean if the car has just frozen? Yeah, I didn't have any either. Then again, my sister's son. No, it's not. My sister's son got a bit of a fever from the shot, but our kids then again not so. Depends on the person. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. If you have seen my Insta post from yesterday, same kind of house as this. This is an old barn. But check it out. It was so funny. We yesterday we ended up by accident on a. We'll go in and maybe we make a fire in our fireplace at home. But we ended up accidentally in a in a moose or elk meat auction. Yeah, that was so funny. You know, I haven't been. Last time that I have been to one of those auctions was when I was maybe 10 years old. And back then it was like a drinking feast for the local men. It has changed so much. Nobody was drunk anymore. Fine after. Yeah. Brilliant. So nobody was drunk anymore like they used to in my childhood. And there was just really nice. The meat on a stick, oh man, that was good. That was so lovely. It was just falling off of the, it was just sort of, it was so tender that it just, well, not yet. We're going to save it for the a bit deeper winter. And for Christmas, we're going to have elk for Christmas. But yeah, so now it was a completely different situation than what I remembered, and that meat on a stick, man, was good. And then they had like this, huh? Kulmapaisti.
Yeah, I would like to make your rendang curry with that.
Oho.
Yes, I really.
Elk rendang curry.
Elk rendang.
Yeah. That might be very interesting.
No, that's what I want.
Okay, we'll do that. I mean, because that takes like when you make the real recipe, that takes like overnight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. We can do that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Actually, for that you should have
Bought more.
What?
Bought more.
Yeah, bought the polo pies.
Yeah.
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 That's the kind of that's good for that.
It is, but we of course because of the auction we got such beautiful, good quality, very local meat for a fraction of the price. So it was brilliant. I mean, it wasn't too cheap, but like a really good price for that. Hey, I think that I'm now going to, yeah, definitely. I'm going to now say bye to you guys. After finally managing to broadcast again. So happy that it works. Aha. Mom and Dad are going. Heippa hei! Thank you everybody for being here. Really nice that you helped out, sort of at least. Hey, bye people. Wonderful. Thank you for saying that. See you next time, now that we're back again. Next time it'll work again. I'm very happy about that. Hey, see you everybody. Bye bye. Bye people.